without content on a Sunday. Hello viewers, another beautiful day. Yeah, hope your five senses work, health and strength is good. Or excellent. What? Alright, okay you Intel fans, we got some new updates for you. It says your Intel Xess received some minor improvement. Text still lacks a native frame generation feature. However, Xess support continues to improve, and many new titles allow Xess to be used with AMD FSR 3 frame generation. Alright, that's a plus. Says here, two days ago, on July 18th, Intel released a version 1.3.1 of the Intel Xess SDK on GitHub. The latest version of the Intel Xess SDK only lists bug fixes and stability improvement. Verbatim, so we won't get much meaningful information from analyzing the newest release by comparison. The Xess SDK 1.3.0 released back on April 4th introduced new AI modes, new ultra and native image quality preset, and increased resolution scale on every existing preset as well. Says here, overall Intel Xess still looks relatively young and compared to NVIDIA DLSS or AMD FSR. While these solutions have both leveled up to offering frame generation alongside their image reconstruction functionality, Intel Xess still provides no native frame generation capabilities. Instead, Intel Xess users rely on game with Intel Xess and AMD FSR frame generation support, which can allow Xess reconstruction with AMD open source cross-platform frame generation solution. On the note of open software, don't let Intel Xess SDK being available on GitHub fool you. Xess is not open source. The complete file needs to run on Intel Xess aren't present on GitHub and still being kept private by Intel well over a year into the Xess release. And says a silver lining to Intel Xess compared to AMD FSR is that Intel Xess can at least leverage AI with its image upscaling workload. It seems to provide Xess with slightly better image quality than AMD FSR and edges it closer to upscaling market leader and NVIDIA DLSS. However, if FSR being utilized on the workboard and AI hardware of AMD GPU, that gap could quickly be closed. And this is as a silver lining for the Intel Xess, it supports across broader PC gaming, is improving at a steady pace, and seems to be standard with the newly common PlayStation to PC port among other AAA and AA titles, with only 105 games are highlighted by Intel on the official Xess enabled game page. A SteamDB search now unveiled that Xess present in 228 games on Steam, though the number also counts demos and some benchmarking software. Well, Xess got some work to do. And need some improvement, but improving in little areas. But you know, it works well with AMD's frame generation. So yeah, they got a new update now, so that should help if you're gaming with Intel hardware or products. This supports what, 228 games? Pretty good. AA and AAA titles. Okay. It has a little edge with AI when it comes to image upscaling workload. Okay. Provide a little bit image quality than FSR. Okay, well, look like Intel here is trying to maintain their competitive edge in this market against AMD and NVIDIA. NVIDIA has a FSR. No, AMD has a DLSS, path tracing, and DLAA, deep learning anti-aliasing. So, yeah, AMD has FSR and frame generation. So, yeah, these three companies always trying to maintain their competitive edge. You know, so always got to come up with something new. No. So, Intel needs help with frame generation, so they got some work to do. Yeah, and then their Xess is not open source, so it's not open source like AMD. So maybe that's one reason that they're not you know on the like where they need to be as far as like AMD and NVIDIA goes, but they're trying. Yeah. Anyway, other than that, that's all the news I got to report. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars Star Trek fan. Borg, Dark Side. I'm gone. Peace. Oh.